So today we're joined by Stacey, who is the founder and managing director of Global Cosmetic Developments based in Bradford. Over the last 10 years, Stacey has been committed to helping independent beauty brands develop and scale their businesses. Hi Stacey, thank you for joining us.
No problem to me.
Stacey, do you want to quickly talk us through what your business does and how your business differs from contract manufacturer?
Okay, so I run a very bespoke cosmetic formulation development consultancy. So beauty brands, contract manufacturers and ingredient suppliers come to us so that we support them with complete bespoke formulation development through to meeting all the brief requirements, and we specialise in a wide variety of categories such as skincare, hair care, sun care, intimate care as well, and we also do pet care. So the way that we work is that we work to develop the formulations according to the brief requirements. So we assist with concept creation and brief collation as well. And then we also develop the product in the lab, provide samples for approval through to stability testing, preservative efficacy testing and any other tests that's required, for example for sun care, SPF testing as well. We outsource any claims testing with other third parties. We also offer regulatory support, so once the formulas have been developed, we offer compliance support to ensure full compliance within UK and EU markets. We can also offer guidance for international compliance support as well. There's other companies that we work with on that scale. And then also what makes us unique is that we offer a scale-up service as well. So we've got manufacturing equipment that can scale up formulations either in 30 kilo batches or 50 kilo batches. So once the formulas have gone through stability testing, preservative testing, regulatory, we can then offer to do initial scale-up batches of the formula that can either be used for further consumer trials or that can be used for soft launches for brands in an interim before the brand or company choose to work with a manufacturer, because getting a manufacturer on board can be a lengthy process. It isn't something that can happen really quickly once a formulation's been developed. You've got to factor in lead times for their production, ingredient lead times, which can sometimes be long. And I launched the scale-up service and facility for the company to ensure that contract manufacturers and brands can have full confidence that our formulas.
So that's amazing, because what you're essentially saying is that people can come to you and try and test their ideas on a pilot level before they commit to large volumes with a manufacturer. So Stacey, do you want to tell us what makes your business differ from being a contract manufacturer?
So what makes an independent lab different to a contract manufacturer is the contract manufacturer will depend on the volume of business that they need to produce in units for to make the business sort of evolve and take over and grow. The bespoke cosmetic formulation consultancy enables brands and people to come to us with their initial ideas, which we can develop into actual product concepts, and then we can test out in the scale-up service and facility enables us to test those concepts out on a very small scale before committing to going into full manufacturing size batches with a contract manufacturer.
Yeah. So essentially Stacey's business is the step before committing to really large volumes with contract manufacturers. This is an incredible opportunity for independent beauty brands to test the market, test their ideas and really see if their ideas are worth its weight. Stacey's going to share with us some of the pitfalls that new brand owners often fall into.
So some of the pitfalls that quite a few brand owners that maybe starting out industry can make during the first sort of round of development can centre around ingredients. So when you go to a contract manufacturer, they can essentially offer the full package in terms of sourcing ingredients for the formula, packaging and looking after everything from you going to them with the brief through to production. when you're wanting to develop something very bespoke, it's important for brand owners to have as much control over every aspect of the development of the product, instead of relying on other people to source packaging, ingredients, whether it's a brand, your brand artwork, anything like that. It's really important to try and be as hands-on as possible, which will make the process smoother and less likely to fall into mistakes and lose money. So one of the parts of our development process is that right at the beginning, when we're working on the brief and we're putting together formula costings for a customer, is we try and work in a worst case scenario where they need to visualise committing to sourcing all the materials for the pilot batch.
Yeah.
So they know from the set off what the investment's going to be, and it helps them decide what ingredients they actually want to put in the formula. So some of the main trends that I think are going to evolve over the next 3 to 5 years, in hair care, I think there's huge things going on in hair care at the moment. I think sustainable hair care is going to be a big thing in the next couple of years. I think that afro hair care for type 4 hair is also a really big category that is growing at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that there are quite a few new brands that have popped up on the market, but I think there's going to be a lot more innovation and development in that area as well. Within skincare, I think there's going to be a lot more focus on plant-based actives. I think cosmetic ingredient suppliers are trying to go greener, more sustainable. So that's a trend at the moment, and it's just going to continue to grow. Active skincare is still very dominant across, skincare in general. So there's not been that much change there, I feel. But I think that brands are going to try and move towards more naturally derived and plant-based sort of actives that are going to give them the claims that they maybe have already with other ingredients. And then SPF is a massive, a very challenging category. There's lots of changes that have happened with UV filters. I hope that there could be some new UV filters on the horizon. I don't know, that's wishful thinking maybe, but it would be, for a chemist, that would be music to our ears, I think. But I think mineral skincare, there's still a lot of innovation to be done for mineral skincare, which is still growing in demand. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot happening in sun care as well. But I think they're the main sort of trends that I can see.
So if you want to find Stacey, you can find her at www.globalcosmeticdevelopments.com.